morning. I'm so sorry. We are just chit-chatting away like we normally do.
Caught us.
And absolutely, you caught us. Now, I want to apologize. I did not dress up today. I'm dressed up very casual today because yesterday and today we're taking in items for Cherry's Jubilee at the museum.
You got to go to work right
from
after you
10
leave
until
here.
5. So when I leave here, I'm headed over to the museum to take in some more items. When I left the museum yesterday, we had about 60 items. Quality. I'm talking quality. So if you all do not have your tickets yet to Cherry's Jubilee, that's Friday night at 6 o'clock. You can come by the Red Ribbon or the Chamber of Commerce and get your ticket for $20, or you can buy your ticket at the door for $25. And
we'll take that extra money.
Yes, we will. We certainly will, because we're going to spend the money back out in the community. And we have 8 or 9 wonderful caterers and some great food coming in, and adult beverages as well as regular beverages. We take Visa, MasterCard, Discovery, and American Express, cash and check. So come out Friday night and support.
Any way you want to pay, we'll do
That's
it.
right, Cherry's Jubilee. We will not barter, okay?
That's right.
Because we already have things that we're trying to get rid of. But we're here today.
Yes.
By the way, I'm Nancy Kaysen, in case y'all don't know by now, and Brene Beatty, in case y'all don't know by now. Brene's retired, in case y'all don't know by now, also. And I'm not, but I'm looking forward to that day when I'm going to retire.
What will Cleveland do?
I don't know, but I'm ready for it, okay? And then we have Mary Kate Ballard with us today, and Mary Kate's a regular on here with us because she comes in and brings us a dog from the shelter that needs a home. And I want you all to look at this sweet, sweet, adorable dog.
Today we have dog 1420, and she has 3 siblings there also, two males and another female. They are what we call stray or feral dogs. They have never been inside of a home. They've never been socialized to humans, although they are all, as you can see, very gentle, and they need a good, loving home.
Yes.
Patient
home.
Patient home, exactly. A home where there's not any really small children, loud noises, and so forth, because this was going to require some special attention to get dogs as like this used to human beings. Exactly.
Right.
So that they can go walk on the greenway.
Yeah.
Eventually.
Which we're going to talk about in just a few minutes.
Yes.
But, and that reminds me also, we're going to talk about a weather event we're having. But now we may be going to have a weather event this afternoon. So according to what I've heard, not to get excited, no tornado type situations or anything, but we will have a few storms and some rain starting about 4 o'clock this afternoon and going till about 6 o'clock.
And then it's supposed to cool down.
And then it's supposed to be beautiful.
And then it's going to be nice for Saturday's adoption event.
Here we go.
Right.
We love to segue, so
Yes.
we're going to segue right into
all
this.
the time.
At Tractor Supply this Saturday, the 13th, and we're starting early this Saturday, so be sure to come on out at 9 a.m. until 2 p.m. And then sometimes, we're there until 2:30 loading the dogs and so forth. So come on out. If you see us still there, don't worry, we'll stop and do paperwork for you to
Absolutely,
to get
they will.
to get
Whatever
a
it
new
takes.
home for any of the dogs.
Now she is absolutely adorable, absolutely adorable. But she is just, she's not shaking or anything.
No.
But you can tell
This is not a comfortable
comfortable
situation.
situation.
Yeah.
And
But she's handling it very well.
she is, and I mean, how much more comfortable can our situation be?
I know.
I mean, we don't know about the other morning shows, but we're pretty laid back here. So, so I can't imagine.
We've been accused of
We
that,
have been
haven't we?
accused. We have been accused of that. But she is just beautiful. And so you say she has 2 brothers.
She has 2 brothers and another sister there.
And are we all brown like this, or we're?
There is one black. They're part lab, so there is one that is black and 3 that are the same coloring as she is. They're puppy. The 2 that brought in latest are categorized at the shelter as puppies. They're puppy 965 and 966. And then this one and her black brother is 1420. She's 1420. He's 1421. And they are categorized as dogs.
Which
so
is
be
strange.
sure to mention
Right.
that. I know
because she's 4 months old.
They're all 4
but
months
folks,
old.
we don't question them at the shelter because they have their hands full out there.
Yes, they're
and
doing
they're
the
doing
best they can.
Yes,
so we,
they do.
we don't question
Exactly.
them. But
Now, Rhoda last week was adopted, I understand.
Yes.
oh,
Yes.
how wonderful! Okay.
Yes. And they didn't call me, so evidently the person went ahead and either got her before they got my
Oh,
Okay,
because you
that's,
pledged
to sponsor,
To sponsor
her, yes.
Rhoda.
We'll just use your money for the next one.
There you
Because there
go.
are still about
Quite
10
a
or
few.
11 dogs
Yes.
that are urgent right now that have been
Ooh,
there.
yes.
There's been one there that
Is
was
it
due
19
out.
days?
Yeah, it's
Yes.
1376. He was due out the 19th of last month. These dogs are beginning to be there a little bit too long. We're going to have to get
It's-
our people involved, the community involved.
Yes.
When dogs are there too long, they get kennel cough, they spread other diseases and so forth. And when new ones come in, there's not a room to put others. We're not killing anything right now. Nothing has been euthanized in a long time.
Since November,
Since
I
November.
Think.
Oh,
Yes.
yay.
And we're
Yes.
at like 7% euthanization rate. We're at like 93% save rate, which is an excellent, excellent rate.
Yeah.
That qualifies us as a no-kill, but we can't do that until we're absolutely positive that we're going to hold on to that rate. So it's important for our community to get involved and come out and adopt these dogs.
Yes.
Don't wait until the adoption events though, because limited room
Yeah.
on the transports from to and from the adoption
Yeah.
events. I have a truck, but I can haul maybe up to 9 dogs if we can put a couple of them in the same kennel. There are other people who help transport the dogs to and from, but we can't take them all.
Yeah.
And
Let
that's
me ask you
sad.
about, we had a brother and sister. One week we had the sister, we thought we had the brother.
Right.
We had the brother, we thought we had
Right.
the sister. And then the next week we had the other.
Right.
So have they found homes yet?
Yeah, I believe they all have.
Oh, good, because they were adorable.
I'm wanting to think that one of them might not have. I'm not sure. I can't remember the number specifically, but 1458, was that one of them? I'm thinking it was.
Oh,
and it's still
it's been
there.
a week. I don't
So,
know.
yeah, I
It's been
know.
several weeks since they were
Yeah,
here.
since they were on, and they were wonderful, because the one of them, I think it was the female, actually looked like a full-blooded lab.
Full-blooded lab.
Yeah,
And the male,
web toes
had the
and
web
everything.
toes, and the male had that brindle coat, and he had web toes too.
Now,
Yeah.
he did get a foster home. He
Okay.
is not actually adopted out yet. Some of the volunteers with the animal control and also volunteers that are with Cleveland for a no-kill city, sometimes if these dogs are urgent and we have room in our homes, we will take them out and foster them and rehome them ourselves. If you do that, you do have to pay the fee. They can get spayed and neutered and all their vaccinations and so forth, but then it's up to the individual person who takes those out to rehome them. And I know I have Sable, who I took out on January the 5th. She was the pregnant pit bull, the gray brindle pit bull, and I'm now trying to rehome her because
Oh,
her
she's
puppies
yours.
I know.
She's falling in love
But
with her.
but if
Yeah, I
a
know.
true foster, talk
I
about
know.
fostering now, it is a very, very, very tough thing to do
Mm-hmm.
because you do get attached to these dogs. But in
Uh-huh.
order to be a true foster, not a failure foster, then you
have
have
to let
to be
'em
able
go.
to love them, give them love and attention, food and training, and then rehome them and be able to let them go into a home, and hopefully that the new forever home is a good home for them, and you feel a different. It's good to feel that feeling.
And then you have room to take another one in and save it.
Okay,
Exactly.
so I'm not going to
Exactly.
foster, because I have to give my dog up. If I foster and I have to.
If you foster, you
No.
really need
No,
to
no.
foster and give up because
I'm a foster failure.
Yeah, see,
Bandit
I
came,
know.
Bandit came and the rescuer called me and said, we have a really good meet and greet. It's a really good potential. And I'm like, no, I'm going to keep Bandit.
Okay.
So now I have
Foster
three.
failure. Okay, foster failure. That would be
as long
Renee.
as you
Okay.
have room in your home to do that, that's great.
Yeah.
If
Now
you
I
can
have
foster
I have a
again.
little foster right
Right.
now.
So-
I
so
foster
you can.
short term.
Yeah.
I can't foster long term because I do get too attached to them. But
And that's what I want to do
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
Is foster on a short-term basis, like 2 weeks to 2 months. You can keep them as long as you want, but eventually another dog is going to need rescued.
Yeah.
And if all of our fosters get full, which they are right now, because we do have a lot of failures and a lot of dogs that are a little bit harder to adopt, like these, because something like this, you need to take it into your home and love it and teach it, and it does require a little bit more attention and time to
She's
socialize.
so precious,
And
though. I mean,
people,
she
you
is
need to
adorable.
realize when you adopt a dog from the shelter, whether it's an owner surrender or a stray or whatever, these dogs come with baggage.
Yes,
you
they
know,
do.
you're not going to take it home and live happily ever after. It's just like marrying somebody with children. You know, there's an
Okay,
adjustment.
yes.
There's an adjustment period.
Yes.
You have to give them time to settle in, because if they've been turned into the shelter and been there very long, they've been really stressed out.
Right.
It's
right.
you know, it's better than being out on the streets, but it's a very stressful situation for them.
So, Mary, we have about 2 minutes.
Yeah.
So tell me, first of all, give us a phone number.
Oh, okay. The animal control phone number is 479-2122, and they are at 360 Hill Street. That is on Inman Street going out toward 64 toward Polk County, and that's 479-2122. Cleveland for a No-Kill City has a Facebook page. They list every dog on the Facebook
With
page.
the pictures.
With pictures every night. Go on there and look at the dogs, and please try to pick one out and call them. Their number is 464-6070. Sorry, my glasses are on top of my head. 464.
Which is always where your glasses should be, yes.
Exactly, 464-6070. They have a Facebook page. It is Cleveland for a No-Kill City. They also have a Twitter account, Twitter at Cleveland No Kill.
Also, when you go on there and look at the dogs, share them, because the more
yes.
shares
Oh,
you
yes.
can get.
Oh, yes.
And
The more
folks,
exposure.
Like won't get it.
No.
You have to do share, and then put Tennessee, because it says Cleveland for a
Right.
no-kill. So I always put Tennessee
Right.
up
Okay.
in the corner, or
Okay.
some little something in.
I've noticed you've done that. I
Yeah,
need to do that
because
too.
it says Cleveland for a no-kill, but there's a lot of
Could be
people that
Cleveland,
think,
Georgia,
Cleveland, Georgia.
No,
Cleveland,
it's
Texas.
actually Cleveland, Texas. I found out.
Exactly.
Yeah,
So I just put the Tennessee in there so people will
Good
know
idea.
where it is.
Very
But you
good.
can click on the picture and see all the information. But
Okay.
share them, please.
And now
Please
let's talk
share,
about
please
it's
share.
$50. Real
It's
quickly, tell us
$50.
about
yes, the
this.
adoption fee is $50, and sometimes, like Brene does, sometimes, and I do too, sponsor dogs. If someone is willing to take them into their home and they can afford to keep them, but they don't really feel like paying for a dog, then someone will sponsor that dog for you.
Or
if
they
you
don't have the
ask.
money
Or
until payday or something
exactly.
like that, yeah.
And you can sponsor the dog, and then when you get the money, you can also donate back to the shelter then to sponsor another one.
Yeah.
So that's always a good way to do, is paying forward.
Yeah.
That's exactly right.
Right.
Mary,
And-
thank you so much, and
okay.
you've brought this wonderful dog, folks. She's wonderful.
She really is a
wonderful.
sweetheart.
She is a sweetheart, and we thank you all for being here with us and this dog. And so, write it down, folks.
Yes.
Phone numbers and everything else. Don't go away. We'll be right back with some two-legged friends.
Town Americana, where trucks are big and bold, and a handshake is firm, and your word is gold. Don Ledford Chevy Buick GMC in Athens is a $2,000 drive. Maybe you're coming from here or here, doesn't matter. Buying a truck from Don Ledford in Athens will save you at least $2,000. Don Ledford Chevy Buick GMC in Athens, a $2,000 drive worth making.
I'll take that drive every time.
At Crawford Pharmacy, we offer custom compounding. Our pharmacists are known for their attention to detail and unique expertise. So visit us at 2260 Chambliss Avenue, Cleveland, Tennessee. For personal assistance, walk right in or come up to our convenient drive-thru. Crawford Pharmacy, serving our community one person at a time.
Kyle Motors, 802 20th Street Southeast in Cleveland, is the place to find quality pre-owned cars and trucks. Kyle offers on-the-spot financing on all vehicles on the lot. Each pre-owned vehicle goes through a complete inspection to make sure each car and truck meets the Kyle Motors standard. Warranty and extended warranties available on all vehicles. Kyle Motors will sell you a car or truck that you will be proud to drive for many years to come. See Tony, Bill, Dale, James, or David and let them put you in your next quality pre-owned vehicle. Kyle Motors, 802 20th Street Southeast. Phone 790-7100.
Are you looking for a way to save 50 to 90% off your children's spring or summer wardrobe? Well, this is the week. Check out the Ashley Lauren Consignment event this week only, located at 4000 Keith Street next door to Chick-fil-A and Logan's. Ashley Lauren's Closet is the largest and premier children's consignment event. You don't want to miss it. 4000 Keith Street right here in Cleveland.
This segment of Tennessee Valley This Morning is brought to you by Crown Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram, located at 511 South Lee Highway in Cleveland and 2120 Chapman Road, Chattanooga. For your next new or previously owned vehicle, make it Crown Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram, the better way to buy.
And we're back, and we're mumbling,
again.
okay, and talking again. And we have our first two-legged guest today, and this is Joe McCullough. And Joe is with, now his official job is with Theme Fusion, but that's not what he wants to talk about today, although if we have time, we may let him talk about that. Today, he's going to talk about Chalk the Walk to benefit the Greenway.
That's right.
So, take off, Joe, and tell us about it.
Okay, well, Chalk the Walk is a family fun event. It's for everybody. But when you think about sidewalk chalk, you probably think about children. Most of us as children probably went out in the driveway and played with some chalk, so you're definitely not thinking this is an adult event. But when you're thinking about canvas or creating artwork, you're thinking about an adult event. So this brings it together. Families, both young and old, will get together with sidewalk chalk as their tools and form artwork on the Greenway. This is for everybody to enjoy, so we definitely want not just the children to participate, although we have heavily invited school groups to come as a group. But also families to come as well as individuals.
Now, when is this going to happen?
This is this coming Saturday. We're going to have an event that lasts all day, so it's 10 until 3. Judging is at 2 o'clock, so the actual arts event is 10 to 2.
Oh, so we're going to actually judge this.
We have judges. We have 3 distinguished judges in the area that will handle our judges' corner. We also will allow everybody else to be a judge. We have a People's Choice Award.
Oh, cool.
How neat.
Yeah.
We always love People's Choice.
Yes.
Yeah.
And so that will be conducted through Instagram. All the information will be handed out to the artists when they register. Instagram will be our digital form of collecting votes.
Whoa.
I started to say, I'm out. No,
Yeah.
I can't vote.
Yes, I won't
Okay.
be voting.
Well, it's younger than my generation too, but everybody will get the information. And if you don't have an Instagram account, it's very similar to using Facebook. It's free for smartphone users to download to their phone, but we also have volunteers that will walk around with a phone, and they can also set you up to use your picture and Instagram as well.
Oh, good. What if you don't have a smartphone?
Well, that's where the volunteers will come in. We have
Good.
at least 10 people that are volunteered to walk around and help anybody that doesn't have a phone.
Do you have to have an account to vote?
You don't have to have an account to vote if you use our account. If we're walking around to
Oh,
do
good.
pictures,
Oh,
we'll
okay.
also walk
Good,
around
good.
and let you vote
Okay.
through our
Good, good.
phones.
Okay, now we're to the voting, so let's back up and see what we're voting on, Joe.
Yes.
So tell us how this is going to work.
Okay, so basically, because this is open to everybody, we are asking that we keep it family friendly. It's up to interpretation to what is exactly family friendly, but we're asking for no profanity. We understand there will be children around, so we want to keep it clean that way. However, we are offering for people to do their own logoed spaces if it's a business. That's unique to our event. Actually, most events say don't do that. But this is our first year, and so
Right.
we're opening up to anybody that wants to participate. If it's a business and you'd like to have someone do a landscape and you are a landscape company, that would be a great way to include your logo as part of the artwork. We do have prizes. Since we have judging, we also have prizes. The first prize is $100.
Whoa,
Wow.
okay.
And we have 2 honorary mention prizes at $25 a piece. I believe the People's Choice Award is $50 or $75. I have to verify that.
Wow.
But you could go home with $150. Let's if it's a $50 People's Choice
Wow.
Award, you could
Yeah.
win both categories, Best in Show
Yeah.
and People's Choice Award.
Profitable morning.
Absolutely, absolutely. For the mere amount of,
$10 for artists to register. If you come as a school group and you bring your teacher or representative from the school, wear a Spirit t-shirt, a school participation t-shirt, your space is free.
Wow. Cool.
wow.
And we're calling groups 5 or more.
Okay, now, when we talk about space, how big a picture are we going to have to draw?
It's a 5 foot by 5 foot area.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
And since the chalk sticks are 1 inch or 4 inch by 1 inch, 5 foot by 5 feet will actually fill up pretty quickly.
Okay. Now, we have, Brene just couldn't leave them
Yeah, I
sitting
know.
here.
God, they're gorgeous.
They are gorgeous. We have
All these bright
boxes
colors.
of chalk, and I'm sure this is sidewalk
Yes.
chalk.
Yes.
This is all sidewalk chalk.
Washable
Okay.
sidewalk chalk.
Okay. And so, now how does this work? Do I get a box of chalk when I sign up?
We actually have a box that has 48 individual colors. But it won't take a full box of chalk to fill up a 5 foot by 5 foot space.
Okay.
So we're splitting the boxes. You'll get a bag that has 24 sticks of color. For 24 sticks of color, you'll have plenty to use on the sidewalk and take home what you don't use. However, if you don't get the color you were looking for to build your picture the way you wanted it, you have to talk to your neighbor and try to trade sticks of chalk.
How neat.
Yes.
Okay, so we have to work together as a community.
Yes.
Oh, that'll be interesting.
There's
Now,
every color in the rainbow in
there
here
is,
too.
but
They're
I don't
gorgeous.
see a red.
Yeah, red violet.
No,
Red.
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 Okay, red, there.
Red, scarlet.
See, I'm
yeah.
thinking, I was thinking, but Saturday I have to, people that buy furniture at Cherry's and don't pick up until Saturday morning, that's where I'll be. So, but I was thinking, I might hire somebody to run out there and
Do a red
paint
ribbon.
a red ribbon square, which I
They've
think
got
would
red.
be so neat. Okay, now, in case, Joe, there is anybody out there that doesn't understand where the Greenway is,
Okay.
tell us about it.
Well, the Greenway, of course, runs across all of Cleveland, but the space where we're going to set up is at Raider Drive at the First Tennessee, the former First Tennessee building. So if you know where the big yellow chair is, that's our first donated sculpture from Josh Coleman. That is on the Greenway at the location of our event. Also on that day, I'll mention that Josh is releasing his second donated piece. That'll be unveiled at the Chalk the Walk event. And all of these are on loan. Mr. Coleman doesn't give those to the Chalk,
Right,
but we
right.
just have those on loan so that we can start thinking about how public art will look in Cleveland.
How wonderful.
That is fabulous.
That is, of course, me being
Yeah.
so pushing,
Cherry's-
promoting art, then I think that's
Yes.
great. Now, where will the second piece be located? Will it be located there where the yellow chair is, or are you going to take it somewhere on down the...
It will be moved. The first 4 pieces to come to the Greenway are actually going to be used as mile markers.
Oh, how
Oh.
neat.
So the yellow chair is a mile marker. We're going to have the second piece relocated. I'm not sure exactly where that'll be positioned. We're going to unveil it at the event, so it'll be centrally located to the event, and then that'll be repositioned. I think closer toward Home Depot. I'm not sure if that'll be the first mile marker from that direction.
Wow. Okay, so we're going that way, out of town, instead of coming into town.
Right. But
Okay.
eventually, the entire Greenway will hopefully have a mile marker for each mile.
That is so awesome. So, now you're a member of the board.
Yes.
Of how many board members are there?
I think we have about 8 or 9. We have a few that float in and out from different meetings, but about 8 or 9 of us that have sort of spearheaded this as a committee.
And of course, Cameron Fisher is Mr. Greenway.
Yes.
So, and we've had him on here before to talk about the Greenway, which is such a wonderful, the first time I saw a Greenway was in Maryville. And it was wonderful where you could walk and they actually go across the street in there. Well, it's not a street, it's like 321 or something. You have to cross 320. I know that's not, but anyway, it's really, really nice. So now we're going to chalk the walk. Now it's supposed to be beautiful Saturday.
Yes.
All right. Now this says washable sidewalk chalk. How long do you think it'll last?
Until Mother Nature takes it away.
Okay.
So the part of the Instagram, it becomes our virtual gallery that lives on
Oh, how neat.
beyond the event. And that's really what will happen. When the photographs are taken of all the pieces, that's how we know that Chalk the Walk was even an event. A memory and an Instagram gallery to live on and online. But the moment it rains, it's washed away.
It's gone. Okay. So at least you're doing it Saturday instead of today when all this big weather's supposed to come.
Exactly.
That's not good.
We are hoping that the weather does cooperate.
Yeah.
Now, if someone wants to sign up for this, do they just show up that day, or what do we do?
Yes, this year we really didn't know what size participation we would have. So this year we're going to say just show up. And we
Okay.
have pre-registration. We have plenty of people that are going to facilitate registration the day of the event. You'll find a big tent that's marked pre-registration, and that's exactly where you'll walk. If you have questions, of course, we'll address those at that time. Next year, we anticipate this will be a great event. We're also going to anticipate we're going to do it year after year. Next year, we will have online registration, and that will help smooth things out. But we needed to gauge how big of an event this would be for Cleveland.
Now, do you suppose that any of those, I'm going to call them professional sidewalk painters, are going to be there, the ones that do those 3D things that we see a lot on Google and things like that?
Sure.
Do you anticipate that?
We have invited several.
Oh, wow.
How
So
exciting.
I hope they respond. This is, springtime is a big time for these types of events, and several of the people that we invited are involved in other events in other states. But we do have a few local artists that have agreed to come out, and we'll see if maybe they can create some of those illusion images that we've seen.
Those are illusion images are
they're-
just phenomenal. They really are phenomenal.
Right.
And
I like watching people, the
Yeah.
people around them.
walking around,
like if it's a hole or
around because
something and they're
yeah,
walking around.
I think they're
It's
phenomenal.
amazing, yeah.
It really, really is. Now, all the money you raise on Chalk the Walk is going to go toward.
We're calling it master planning for the Greenway.
Okay.
And that simply means that we have to start a plan now if we want to see something advance on the Greenway for the future. So the Greenway is a great feature of Cleveland. A lot of people are making use of it every day.
Oh yes, Brene's out there every day walking dogs.
And with the weather changing, it's only going to be used that much more.
Absolutely.
But as we look toward the future, we can see the Greenway as being a catalyst for more. If artwork in the outdoor space is available to everybody, then maybe everybody will start to appreciate art a little bit more.
Oh, we certainly hope
Yeah.
so, certainly hope so. Now, we start at Willow Street
Yes, now.
Well,
now,
yes,
and we go way on up to Home Depot?
correct.
Okay, and we stop at Home Depot?
No, it goes on past Home Depot.
The
doesn't it?
current Greenway is what you're speaking of.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes,
It goes from Home Depot to Willow,
yes.
and then there is plans for it to run all the way out to Hiwassee.
I know, and I live on the Hiwassee, so you know I'm anticipating walking
can
in
ride
every
your
day.
bicycle
And yes,
into
and coming
work.
in. I know, but I think actually you're going into the Hiwassee at Charleston, aren't you?
That's correct.
Yes, not at Georgetown. So
Oh, darn.
okay, that's all right. But anyway, it's a fantastic quality of life situation.
It is. It is. In fact, this is one of the things that we're looking at to help Cleveland advance overall. The arts, of course, can get a focus from the event, but for Cleveland, businesses enjoy moving into communities where they want to set up business and have a quality of life for their families that move there to work for those businesses.
Absolutely. You heard that from Cameron, didn't you?
Well, we've discussed it, but
Yeah,
those
the
are my
reason
own
I
words.
say that is because we actually, when the Allied Arts Council was started at the Chamber, it was because industries coming in are looking for quality of life. They said, how far do we have to drive to see a play? How far do we have to drive to have a greenway?
Yeah.
How far do we have to drive to have a golf course? Tell me what your schools are like, you know, et cetera, et cetera. So this quality of life issue, folks, is very, very important to Cleveland, Bradley County.
Yeah.
And the greenway is now, what year, Joe, are we in? Do you know?
10 years, I guess.
10
This is the
years.
10-year anniversary.
10-year anniversary. Was that on this I was supposed to have read before? Probably. I have no idea. All right, let's talk about the time again. What time are we going to do this?
Saturday, registration will begin at 10 o'clock. For vendors, they'll be set up by 9 o'clock. So if you arrive early, there will be some things to do and see. There's plenty of vendors that'll be set up. 10 o'clock registration will get you onto the greenway with a box of chalk and a space to chalk on. The judging will take place at 2 o'clock, and then we'll have the announcement of the winners at 3 o'clock.
Okay, and this is such fun. Now, you said vendors. It made my stomach growl. Okay, vendors. What have we got coming in? I know Kona Ice is going to be
Kona
there.
Ice will be there. G Daddy Barbecue.
Ooh,
We'll hold down the barbecue section.
wow.
We have several ministries that have stepped up, and they would like to give away popcorn and waters and some different things for donation. They're all raising money
Right,
for different
right.
youth groups. So please be prepared for that. We have a number of groups that have come out that we didn't necessarily expect. Some food vendors for sure, and then several people that just said, can we participate? So there may be just a lot that you don't expect to be out there.
Wow, that's exciting.
The Cashdale horses will also be on display.
Cashdale horses. Those are actually Clydesdale horses.
That's right.
But they belong to Check Into Cash, so they're the Cashdale horses.
That's right.
But they're big, gorgeous horses. So if you want to
Oh,
see a
yeah.
Clydesdale up close and personal, they'll be there.
And
Right.
get a crick in your neck.
Yeah,
they
because
are
they're
big.
gorgeous.
Yeah, they're gorgeous.
Okay, so there's no number we need to call, Joe. There's no nothing. We just need to show up at 10 o'clock or 9 o'clock if y'all want to benefit the vendors and all of this first and just have a good social hour. So 10 o'clock till 3 o'clock, but the judging will be at 2 o'clock.
That's correct.
And it's $10 for a 5x5 square, and you get half a box of chalk. And come on out, folks, and participate and chalk the walk for the Greenway.
Yes.
Joe, thank you so much for being on with us.
Thank you.
Folks, don't go away. We'll be right back because we're going to talk about another Saturday event with Randall Slack from Ace Hardware. So don't go away. We'll be right back.
Town Americana, where trucks are big and bold, and a handshake is firm, and your word is gold. Don Ledford Chevy Buick GMC in Athens is a $2,000 drive. Maybe you're coming from here or here, doesn't matter. Buying a truck from Don Ledford in Athens will save you at least $2,000 bucks. Don Ledford Chevy Buick GMC in Athens, a $2,000 drive worth making.
I'll take that drive every time.
At Crawford Pharmacy, we offer custom compounding. Our pharmacists are known for their attention to detail and unique expertise. So visit us at 2260 Chambliss Avenue, Cleveland, Tennessee. For personal assistance, walk right in or come up to our convenient drive-thru. Crawford Pharmacy, serving our community one person at a time.
Kyle Motors, 802 20th Street Southeast in Cleveland, is the place to find quality pre-owned cars and trucks. Kyle offers on-the-spot financing on all vehicles on the lot. Each pre-owned vehicle goes through a complete inspection to make sure each car and truck meets the Kyle Motors standard. warranty and extended warranties available on all vehicles. Kyle Motors will sell you a car or truck that you will be proud to drive for many years to come. See Tony, Bill, Dale, James, or David and let them put you in your next quality pre-owned vehicle. Kyle Motors, 802 20th Street Southeast. Phone 790-7100.
Are you looking for a way to save 50 to 90% off your children's spring or summer wardrobe? Well, this is the week. Check out the Ashley Lauren Consignment Event this week only, located at 4000 Keith Street next door to Chick-fil-A and Logan's. Ashley Lauren's Closet is the largest and premier children's consignment event. You don't want to miss it. 4000 Keith Street right here in Cleveland.
This segment of Tennessee Valley This Morning is brought to you by Crown Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram, located at 511 South Lee Highway in Cleveland and 2120 Chapman Road, Chattanooga. For your next new or previously owned vehicle, make it Crown Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram, the better way to buy.
One of my favorite people from one of my favorite places.
Oh, yes. And I
Randall
love that
Slack
place.
from Ace Hardware. And folks, if you all don't believe that Ace is the friendly place to go shop, then you've not been there.
Ace is the place.
Ace is the place because if you go in
Friendly
the,
hardware
in fact,
man.
It's almost like the Cheers bar that used to be on TV.
I know.
I go in now and Trina or when Jason was there or, some of the other people will say, Nancy, so I know I'm loved at Ace. But Randall, great to have you with us today.
It's good to be here.
Now, we're going to talk about another Saturday event. So once you go chalk the walk, or you can go to Ace first, because it's kind of right around the corner from where they're
Right
going.
down here, yeah.
All right, so tell us what we need to do at Ace Saturday.
Saturday, we're having our second annual weather preparedness event. We're going to have the law enforcement will be there, the fire department, the Cleveland Bradley County Emergency Management Association, and they're together with McIntyre and Associates, we're giving away 100 weather radios this year.
Giving away.
People,
So
yes.
that will be the first 100 people there, right?
No, you actually
No.
pre-qualify. You
Oh,
call the Cleveland Bradley County EMA. It's 728-7289 and ask for Curtis Klein, and he will pre-qualify you to see if you qualify for a free radio.
Oh.
And if
Wow.
you don't, we have them for sale, and we'll be selling them at about
Yeah.
cost for the people that don't qualify. So everybody needs a weather radio. That's our
Yes.
goal, is to eventually get one into every home in Bradley County.
We have one of those. I think I told you that it has batteries, but if the batteries go dead in the midst of us, it has one of those cranky
Cranky?
things on it, which
Oh.
I think is so funny.
How cool.
And it is. But of course now Flavis is like that. He's prepared for everything, except we couldn't find the flashlight the other night because we're behind the TV. But that's okay. I mean, Randall suggested that what we need to do is get a bag, a tote bag.
Right, we're going to have those at the store and some supplies for you to get together. A lot of people already have the supplies in their house, but when a weather event comes and you've got to go to the basement or somewhere, you don't know where most of that stuff is. So you need to get a bag,
fair
get it all
knowing,
put
yeah.
together, and have a plan so you can grab that bag and we'll have first aid kits, batteries, flashlights, stuff like that. We're going to have water and trail mix, stuff like that. Maybe
Dog
even
food.
maybe even some things for the kids, coloring books. There's different things you can get to keep them busy, so they're not just
Right.
twiddling their thumbs while you're sitting
Driving
in
you
the
crazy.
basement.
Yes. Mhm. So, do you have a list of that? I mean, will you be handing out a list of things you need for your
Yeah,
little?
well, we're actually going to have it all in one spot in the
Oh,
store.
okay.
We're going to put it all together, so it'll be easy to come in, get you a bag, and then pick out some items if you don't already have at the house. You can buy a few things to stock up that bag with.
And that's what Flavis and I need to do when we close the Red Ribbon Saturday, is come by there and
Come by.
stock up and
Yeah.
see. Because I know
What do
some of
you
the
do?
things you mentioned we have, but I'm not sure we have a first aid kit. And I know we don't have any trail mix, because if trail mix is around my house, it's already eaten. We don't save it for. But, okay, so you're going to be there from 10 until 2.
10 to 2.
And I think you told me that The radio station's going to be there.
Yes, Mix 104 will be broadcasting live. We actually have expanded this year. Last year it was confined pretty much to our parking lot, but this year we've got the church next door, Living Word Church is letting us use their parking lot, and we're going to have some of the bouncy toys for kids to
how neat.
jump in, and so we'll have a kids area that they can play. They can tour a fire truck if they hadn't seen one.
How cute. Yeah.
We'll have hot dogs. Cook's Food Store's donating some hot dogs and buns and stuff like that for us to cook, and of course we always have popcorn at Ace. So.
That's I know
right.
you do, because I smell it when I come in the front door, and it's wonderful, absolutely wonderful. So, and it's all free.
Yes.
I mean, the event is free. Now, if we
Yeah.
want to purchase anything, that's different.
Right.
But we just park over at Living Word.
Yeah, our parking lot will be available for parking. Of course,
Okay.
it's going to be packed because we're always packed this time of year on Saturdays anyway.
know you
so
are.
probably our parking lot and the Living Word Church parking lot will probably both be full.
Okay, so, and y'all still have some wonderful garden things going on there
We
too, that
do.
has
We-
nothing to do with what they're doing Saturday, except that if it's a pretty day, you may want to go by and get some things and plant them.
Oh, I was there yesterday, and they have some stunning things.
Yes, they do.
There's some
I-
beautiful plants, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, Randall and John and Trina did Healthy Woman
Yeah.
a week ago, and had all these beautiful plant ideas, and I got it here again, you know, thriller, spiller, filler from last time they did this, but my thriller this time is going to be a tomato plant.
And don't forget
So-
Jason Reimer. He's the one that's the knowledgeable
Yeah,
person about the
Jason
plants.
he's really, really knowledgeable, and he does a great job. But I'm gonna put my tomato plant in there, and then I'm gonna put some other things around it, and then something spills out. But we digress, Randall.
Yes.
Let's go back to Saturday. We
Right.
tend to do that Saturday from 10 until 2,
Right.
and it's a family event.
It is. We want to get all the kids involved. You know, you can bring the kids in, let them help pick out some of the items for your emergency kit, and you know, have them involved in the plan so they are already know about it. You don't want to scare them, but you want them to
Right.
be prepared. And
They
you know,
need to know what to do.
They need to know what to
in the
do
event
in
of
case something happens.
like this. Yeah.
You know, we also have other emergency items like I just seen on the news recently. They were showing how to get out of a car if you run off in water. So we have the things that'll break your window if you need it broken quick to get out of a car that runs off. So we'll have other
Wow.
things. You know, it's a good time to change your batteries in your smoke detector. We
Right.
had the time change recently. And I think the fire department actually will be there, and they actually have smoke detectors that they'll come out to some people's home and install them for you. That may be on a as needed basis
Right,
too, but
yeah,
I know
right.
they did some of that last year, and I think they'll be there doing that again this year.
Well, you know, these are things that we need to be aware of. I mean, we're not in Tornado Alley, folks, like northern Alabama is.
Well, they're actually talking that it's shifted some, so we're
Oh,
a
has it
little
come
more.
north?
Yeah, we're a little more in it than we used to be. The last year or two, it's kind of shifted some, and we're
It
a little
has.
bit more
Just
in the.
drive out. What's that road that goes
Oh,
over?
yeah, where it hit.
Yeah.
In 11 and again
Yeah.
in 12. So,
Yeah.
you know, these are things that we really need to be prepared about. And I know that some of the people that live, like our pastor that went to Hickson, but he and his wife, Kathy and Reed and Kathy Shell, their house was hit by the one, I think it was in 11, and in a neighborhood. I mean, you know, Matt Ryerson's house was hit. I mean, you know, you're out in a neighborhood, you don't think about
Yeah.
this kind of thing. So these things are things, we don't want to scare anybody, but this
be
is
ready.
Be
You
ready,
gotta
and
be
this is a
prepared,
perfect
yeah.
opportunity to come to ACE and get yourself prepared.
There also is going to be a grand prize giveaway. I'm not sure if they're going to, you know, if it's for a small donation, you enter, but come by and enter. We have a grand prize package that's going to be a big green egg, a patio set, and a Yeti cooler.
Oh.
So
All of that is in one prize.
all in one prize. It's about a
Wow.
$2,500 prize.
Well, it
that we'll
certainly
give away.
Wow.
is. It certainly is. Flavis has been wanting a green egg.
They are nice.
They are. I mean, but he has his own. He has a big grill. So, this is what's so exciting about ACE coming in. You know, ACE has been here. How long have y'all been here in Cleveland?
30 years.
I started
30
to say,
years.
seems like forever.
Absolutely.
I go there first.
Well, I do too. And I'm sorry everybody else, but I go to ACE first. Mainly,
do
I
too.
go to ACE first because I get service.
Yeah. I can
Well,
ask
proud
a
of yourself.
question, and I'm pretty sure the answer's going to be correct.
That's right.
You know? And they'll take you to wherever it is. And,
Right, but the
yeah.
thing about it is, there's somebody to ask.
Yeah, well, that's
I mean,
true.
and that's
yeah.
what I love when I go into
And
ACE.
they're
I
standing
always
at the
know
door.
they are. They
Can I help you?
That's
Wherever,
it.
yes.
And you always know the red shirts. I mean,
Uh-huh.
here we go. Although y'all do have white shirts that have red monograms on them, don't you?
Most of us wear red, though.
Yes, and
Occasionally
so-
I'll wear some other color, but
In case you all don't know where ACE is, it's on the corner of 25th Street and Peerless Road, right there. You can't miss it, folks.
No.
I mean, there it is. And there'll be a lot of activity going on there Saturday. And I think this is so wonderful because, honestly, we just don't think about disasters like tornadoes.
no, and it's a good time. Come out and meet some of the firemen and
Right.
Yeah.
you know, the emergency personnel. They put their life on the line, you know, every day.
Come out and
helping
say
us
thank
out.
you to
Yeah,
'em.
Come out and say thank you to them and meet some of them. They're really a bunch of great guys and girls. So.
They are. And the thing about it is, it's always nice to know some of these people. I know several years ago when we had the big flood, it came up almost to the edge of our house, and Dewey Woody and several of the guys came out on jet skis, coming up
Checking
to our
on
back,
people.
checking on people. Can you get out, or do you need anything?
Yeah.
You know, and they didn't have to do that, but I mean they did, and
Mm-hmm.
and that was so great. And of course we didn't. I mean, because we could get out the other side of our house.
Yeah.
But it's just great to know these people care and they're
Right.
going to do this. So
One other thing, going back to the radios that'll be given away, or you can purchase one, we'll have people there that can program them, so you pick up our local weather, maybe Hamilton County or some closer counties, but you don't have to pick up like, you know, Atlanta's weather or something.
Right. Right.
And even if you have a radio already that you have somehow lost the program or done something to it, bring it in, we can check it, make sure it's still working like it's supposed to, and reprogram it if it needs reprogramming. So.
I have one in the drawer.
in the drawer.
I need to.
Yes, you do. You need to get it out and do something.
Yes, I do.
I think most of our weather now comes out of Morristown. I mean, the report comes out of Morristown. Is that right? I mean, that's where the central thing that tells us what's going to happen is out. And Flo's and I happened to drive across North Alabama one day during tornado weather, and we didn't realize it was going to be tornado weather. So we had to get our hook up to the Birmingham and then the the Arsenal down there, the
Redstone.
Redstone, yeah. And they have really good weather down there telling us. So we were following the map, and they were telling us where the tornado had touched down, and we were doing this all the way across North Alabama. It was not a pleasant trip. I mean,
Really?
we were going to Tupelo, Mississippi. So anyway, these are things people need to know.
Yeah.
And so this is Saturday at Ace Hardware
Right.
from 10 until
10 until 2. I think the drawing for the grand prize will be about 1:30, but the event will last until 2.
Do you have to be present to win?
Yes, have to be
Uh-oh.
present to win.
Okay. I might have to close the red ribbon about 10 minutes early and
Yeah.
run over there, and because you
Yeah.
know, at 2 o'clock, I need to send Flavis earlier though,
Yeah.
so he can buy our chance on that, whatever it is. And everybody at Ace will be there to help people.
Yes, we will. We'll have a full crew there, and we'll be loading topsoil and dirt and flowers and everything else that goes
Mulching.
along with the regular business of Ace Hardware. So.
That is so wonderful. And folks, honestly, if you don't shop Ace, you need to change your mind and
You do.
start shopping there, because I just love these guys, and
I do
they're
too.
wonderful to work with. And they're corporate sponsor this year for Cherry's Jubilee.
Yay!
So, and I hope that y'all are using your 4 tickets.
We will.
Good,
yeah,
very
we will.
good, very good. So Saturday at Ace,
From 10 to 2.
10 till 2.
Bring the whole family.
Bring the whole family. Free event, basically. I mean, hot dogs are free, and et cetera, et cetera.
Of
But
course, we'll take donations for anything. and,
Yes.
Donations will go to the long-term relief fund.
oh,
Oh,
okay.
okay.
Any of that goes to the long-term relief, disaster relief fund, which I think has been hibernated, but it's still there.
It is.
If an event happens, they can
Right.
open it back up.
The
So.
way the weather is now.
Well, you know, we have
you never
squirrely
know,
weather.
yeah.
But like this afternoon from 4 to 6, if there's any damage done during the thunderstorms and high, and not supposed to be high winds, I think 30 miles an hour. That, of course, that's pretty high wind. But, you know, then long-term relief will be able to help whoever. So we do want, it's like Randall says, it's gone into hibernation, but we do still want to be sure that the funds are there if we need them
When we
again
need 'em, yeah.
for a disaster like we had before.
That's right.
And then get your supplies and make your little bag.
Yeah, and leave the trail mix and the water in it. Don't
I
sneak
know,
in there.
I know, I know. But trail mix is just so tempting, you know.
We'll
It's
get
just
2 trail mixes.
well, you know, if I take it down to the basement already,
Yeah.
then it's okay. So, Randall, thank you so much. I always enjoy to have you on with us, and we really do appreciate the fact that you've come on today to talk about this.
Yes.
So,
Thank you.
so either go by Ace first and then go chalk the walk, or go chalk the walk and come by Ace, but be there for the drawing if you get a ticket, and be sure you win that green egg and the patio furniture,
Yep.
because it's going to be
And
great.
then go buy and adopt a pet before you
And
head
then
home.
go buy, that's right, go
A
Tractor
busy
Supply.
weekend.
And it is, and that's not all that's going on. So
Oh, there's
we're going
lots
to tell you
going on
some
this
more that's
weekend,
going on.
yes.
But Randall, thank you so much.
Thank
We really
you. You're
appreciate
welcome.
you being
Thank
on
you.
with us. Don't go away. We'll be back. Get your pencil and paper out, because we're going to tell you some other things that are happening. We'll be right back.
Town Americana, where trucks are big and bold, and a handshake is firm, and your word is gold. Don Ledford Chevy Buick GMC in Athens is a $2,000 drive. Maybe you're coming from here or here, doesn't matter. Buying a truck from Don Ledford in Athens will save you at least $2,000. Don Ledford Chevy Buick GMC in Athens, a $2,000 drive worth making.
I'll take that drive every time.
At Crawford Pharmacy, we offer custom compounding. Our pharmacists are known for their attention to detail and unique expertise. So visit us at 2260 Chambliss Avenue, Cleveland, Tennessee. For personal assistance, walk right in or come up to our convenient drive-thru. Crawford Pharmacy, serving our community one person at a time.
Kyle Motors, 802 20th Street Southeast in Cleveland, is the place to find quality pre-owned cars and trucks. Kyle offers on-the-spot financing on all vehicles on the lot. Each pre-owned vehicle goes through a complete inspection to make sure each car and truck meets the Kyle Motors standard. Warranty and extended warranties available on all vehicles. Kyle Motors will sell you a car or truck that you will be proud to drive for many years to come. See Tony, Bill, Dale, James, or David and let them put you in your next quality pre-owned vehicle. Kyle Motors, 802 20th Street Southeast. Phone 790-7100.
Are you looking for a way to save 50 to 90% off your children's spring or summer wardrobe? Well, this is the week. Check out the Ashley Lauren Consignment Event this week only, located at 4000 Keith Street next door to Chick-fil-A and Logan's. Ashley Lauren's Closet is the largest and premier children's consignment event. You don't want to miss it. 4000 Keith Street right here in Cleveland.
This segment of Tennessee Valley This Morning is brought to you by Crown Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram, located at 511 South Lee Highway in Cleveland and 2120 Chapman Road, Chattanooga. For your next new or previously owned vehicle, make it Crown Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram, the better way to buy.
And we want to thank the Cleveland Banner for helping us to do the events. Now, folks, this is a fun-filled, slammed weekend.
Busy.
It starts Friday night at the Museum Center at 6 o'clock with Cherry's Jubilee.
Cherry's Jubilee.
And then you heard Joe talk about Chalk the Walk from 10 until 3 at the Greenway. Randall with their disaster readiness event at ACE from 10 until 2 Saturday. And we also have the Great Strides, which is for cystic fibrosis. We had Vanessa on here, and she talked to us about that. And she's done some wonderful commercials on TV.
She has.
With her
I've
son.
seen it.
I've
Yes,
seen that. And so that happens Saturday. And so if anybody's interested in that, 614-8000, call Lee University and ask what you need to know about Great Strides. But I'm hoping that everybody already has their team.
Yes.
And everybody has everything already lined up for the Great Strides.
Yes.
Okay, what else you got, Gal?
Then we have Healing Through the Arts, began Sunday and it continues through April 13th, which is Saturday.
Saturday.
Jeez, okay.
I know.
So
Another thing
go
for Saturday.
today. Go today. 'Cause
Right.
that'll take
Yeah.
some stress off
Right.
your weekend. Yes, and it's a display, and it's arranged by the Family Violence Program, which serves survivors of domestic violence and sexual assault. April is Sexual Assault Awareness Month, so the presentation showcases different artworks and things by people who are survivors. So then we have Poetry Alive, presented Friday and Saturday as part of a literacy grant provided by Dollar General stores. So thank them when you go in.
Absolutely.
And it's a reading, writing, and performing connection. And it's a talented group of professionals who will empower educators to prepare 21st century learners. The performance is on April 12th at 11:30, and it's open to the general public as well as educators, homeschool families, and literature students. And then there's a special educator workshop at 4 p.m.
And let me just say something about Poetry Alive. What they do is they actually do poetry and bring it to life.
Yeah.
You don't just read the poem, you act
They
it out.
act it out,
And Allied Arts brought this group into the schools several years ago, and we had an event, we had it at the museum, and actually some of the parents that came, they had the kids act out Stacy at the Bat. And then, or Casey at the Bat,
Casey
I'm
at
sorry. And then the adults got so into it, they said, okay, let's do it again, and you adults come up here. I'm telling you, I was on the floor laughing. I mean, the adults got as into it as the kids did, but they really, these professional people really bring the poetry to life, and the kids really enjoy it. So if you get an opportunity, go to the library for
Yes, and then on Saturday the 13th, there's a workshop for teens from 10:30 until 12:30, and they'll perform along with the professionals at 3 p.m. So for more information, call the library, 472-2163. And then this is a biggie, and I'm going to be out of town, and I am so upset. The Friends of the Library is hosting Dr. William Bass, who is the founder of the University of Tennessee Body Farm, on April the 16th. And he's speaking engagement as part of National Library Week. And it'll be held at the Little Theater in the Village Green Town Center at 7:30 p.m. Adult tickets are $10 and students are $5. So
I know.
so upset.
And that is wonderful, folks.
Yes. It's fascinating.
And if
I saw him speak, he came to the UTC when I worked there.
Yeah.
And did like an hour and a half. And he is absolutely phenomenal.
He is.
It's
phenomenal.
Amazing.
He really, really
I'll give
is.
it my body.
And have you? Okay, you can do that.
Yeah.
And any of you that like to read Patricia Cornwell,
Yes,
she did a
The
book
Body Farm.
called The Body Farm,
Yes.
and it's strictly based on that. And so, you know, it's phenomenal. It is really phenomenal. All right, it's all about the green. This is also Saturday, April the 13th, and it is from 10 to 2. And it's all about the green, and we're going to celebrate the courtyard between the administration building and the Quentin Lane Gymnasium.
At Cleveland State.
At Cleveland State, I'm sorry, did I not say that? At Cleveland State. And there will be food, presentations, and various vendors from the Cleveland community discussing the importance and benefit of going green. And so for more information, you can contact Tracy Wright, who was with me all day yesterday and probably going to be with me most of the day today. Thank you, Carl. 473-2341. If you want to be a vendor or registration or anything about that, or you want to find out some more information. But this is the 13th, which is Saturday, from 10 until 2 here at Cleveland State.
And there's lots of places vendors are giving away stuff. The tree board, Shade Tree Board, is going to be giving away tree seedlings. They call them seedlings. They're this high. To me, that's almost a sapling.
But yes.
I call this a seedling.
Yes.
But anyway, and they're free, and they're native trees.
So they will live if you
Yes.
plant them. Okay.
Yes, I planted a couple.
Did you?
Yeah, and then somebody mowed one down.
Uh-oh, not good.
Anyway, draft horses. Now this is going to be interesting. Draft horses, the largest and strongest of the horse breeds, are competing at Tri-State April 13th, and it starts at 11 a.m. There's just too much going on this weekend.
Absolutely.
Belgians, Clydesdales, and Percherons will be competing in a variety of classes like Eastern and Western riding And actually, they've got a picture of one, it looks like doing barrel racing. That ought to be fabulous.
Absolutely.
To see. These horses are huge.
Yes, they are.
They are so strong and they are so beautiful. But anyway, so that's a good thing to go see too.
Yeah,
and
and
if you
that's
need more
Saturday.
information Saturday, you can call Brittany Edgerton at 255-3267 for more information.
And
There's too much to do.
There is too much to do. And let me tell you something real quickly, because the director just told me we don't have very much time left. But the Chamber of Commerce, clevelandchamber.com, go and click on the little
Yes.
icon at the upper right hand, and it's the community calendar. If you're planning an event or you want to know what else is happening, click on there, and if there's already 6 things on April the 13th, don't plan yours on April 13th. Do something else. Okay, let me tell you that Broad Street United Methodist Church, Sunday from 9 until 10:30, we'll have a start out for Financial Peace University. If anybody is interested in what's his name, that does this Financial Peace. Anyway, I know.
What's his name?
Oh yeah, what's his name? Anyway, Financial Peace at Broad Street, or you can call. Hey, we know the number, 476-5586.
I can see his face.
Ramsey.
Ramsey. Yes.
Ramsey. Okay.
Yes.
What you got?
Okay, we have Step Into Spring, a fashion show, boutique, and luncheon is April the 20th, and it's at St. Therese Catholic Church, and they have men's, women's, teens, and toddler fashions by Belk of Cleveland. Doors open at 11 a.m. Lunch is served, and the proceeds supports St. Therese Community Impact Projects. The tickets are $8 per person, and for a table of 8, $60. $10 individual tickets after April the 14th, and if space is available.
Right. And then
So-
Sabrina Fair at Lee University in their theater department is tonight at 7:30, Friday night at 7:30, but you better be at Cherry's.
Yes.
Okay. And then Saturday at 7:30. That's 11, 12, and 13. It is recommended for ages 10 and above. Call 614-8343 if you want some more information about Sabrina Fair. And we have run out of time.
We have.
Which we do often,
Yes,
because
but we got through this weekend
we did,
pretty
and
much,
we
yes.
did. But this weekend is packed, jam-packed full, folks. So
It is.
It's been great to have you all with us today. And Miss Brene is going to transport a dog next week, so I think
Yes.
Anne Marie Brewer will be co-hosting with me next week. And so don't miss it, because we're going to talk about the Civitan's Special Olympics, and
yeah.
we'll have other things that we talk about too. So everybody have a great weekend. Stay
Yes.
dry today during whatever it is we have, and we'll see you next week, except Renee will be transporting a dog.
But I'll be thinking of you.
She will. She'll think
Yes,
about it.
I
I'm
will.
sure she
I will.
Okay, so bye-bye.
Bye-bye. See you later.